Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I'm going to be doing the Danger World map that is unlocked by Act 2, Chapter 8, which is called Lost Temple. So this battle gives you 3 Cores of Supremacy, which I don't particularly need, but it does give 100 Orichalcum ore as well as 100,000 gold. Now before I begin, I should also mention that for this particular battle, items that are incredibly useful for your characters in particular would be especially the meditation ring, because it gives your characters immunity to fixed damage. Okay, you're going to be bringing a ridiculous number of healers to this fight, so if you can equip every single healer or character that you plan to use with those meditation rings, that would be great. But even if you don't have them, as long as you have Chloe, who has Aurora Ring to dispel 5 debuffs, you'll be fine too. So with that mentioned, I'm going to jump into the fight and go over what you would do with your party and do for this battle. So one thing I should mention is you can see here that I have a party set up right now with 1 tank, Landius, and then 5 healers. Okay. What you should do, this is probably the most guaranteed method of clearing it. You can even use Anna as a healer if you don't have all 5 of these. Another character that can be very useful for this particular fight is Ch8, because Ch8 can faction buff up your healers as well as use cleanse skill to attack and dispel buffs from the target. So it's kind of up to you which one you choose to bring in that sense. It's either 4 healers plus Ch8 plus, let's say, a tank, which is Landius or Ledin, or you would bring 5 healers and a tank. So up to you which option you choose to bring. I would recommend for sure bringing Tiaris though, because at least Tiaris' healing light can help keep your Landius healthy for dealing with the mobs that spawn. Right? So I feel that Tiaris is a must. I think Chloe is pretty much a must. You know, Sophia is recommended because she has rewind. And then the last character slot would be your choice of really Iris or Liana. Your choice. Doesn't really matter which one you bring. So, and finally, of course, if you don't have Ch8 built, by all means choose to bring Iris instead. For example, you could, and also if you have a Bone Luna who can range attack the Giant Scorpio and faction buff, that's an option as well. But Flyer Luna definitely won't work because of the amount of hit points the Giant Scorpio has. Right? Sorry, not the amount of hit points, the amount of attack that the Giant Scorpio has. If you choose to attack it with Luna, she's going to kill herself. So I'm just going to bring Ch8 because for me it'll lead to a faster clear, but keep in mind that you can very easily bring a 5th healer, as I previously mentioned. So this will be my party though, and yeah, let's begin. I'm just going to turn on Danger Zone to start. Alright, so for this particular battle, I should mention that first of all, these Xenogen Scorpion spawn locations are completely random. So there's no way I can really show you what you do on the first turn, because depending on the spawn locations, it's completely random what will happen for you. But I can give you like a general idea of what to do. So what I'm going to do is, in my case, since I have Ch8, I want Ch8 to wipe out this Xenogen Scorpion. So I'm going to have Ch8 start things off by faction buffing. And then I'm going to have Liana act against Ch8 to wipe out this first Scorpion here, to clear the path forward. So with that done, I can now have Landius charge all the way up and basically tank the hits from both of these Scorpions instead of having them attack my Temple Defender. Don't need to, because for example this Scorpion would probably suicide into the Temple Defender anyways, given the stat difference, right? But at least I want to get rid of them as fast as possible. So that just involves moving up my other characters. Right? So Landius can charge up now. But before I send him up, I'm going to want Ch8 to provide healing light to him. So let's move Chloe up. Let's have Ch8 provide that healing light. And then Landius can move up. Now one last thing I should mention. With killing that Scorpion, I also caused these enemies to get the power of the Swarm buff, where damage dealt is increased by 5% and damage taken is decreased by 5%. And that's why I actually want Ch8, right? Because Ch8 can cleanse and remove those buffs. So that way, you know, the Giant Scorpion will deal 10% less damage and take 10% more. Alright, so let's just move Landius up now and have him action buff. So this first turn, the Giant Scorpion uses the Deadly Earthquake skill. And the Deadly Earthquake skill is exactly why I have Chloe in my party, bringing Aurora Ring. There are ways to deal with that without having Chloe. In particular, for example, you could have a lot of meditation rings and so on your party, but without doubt, the easiest way is with Aurora Ring, right? So, Deadly Earthquake only applies 3 debuffs on you. It's important to note. Okay, so Aurora Ring can remove all of it, right? Dispel, as a side note, can also remove all of it, because Dispel does remove 3 debuffs. But so if you don't have Chloe, you could bring someone with Dispel, but Dispel is a bit more difficult because it may not affect everyone the way Aurora Ring does, right? Dispel has, I think, a 2 block range, as opposed to Aurora Ring that has 5 blocks, so there's a big difference there. In any case though, I'm going to have Chloe Aurora Ring right away. Get rid of that debuff, and we're good to go. So now, what I'm going to do is attack. So let's have Ch8 do a Cleanse Strike to dispel some of those Heart of the Swarm buffs. And I'm just going to move Landius up. Not going to Tranquility, okay? It's not worth it. And I'm just going to move my other characters forward. So Liana moves up, right? Ch8 can run north and apply Mass Heal, I think. Let's see. Oh, Sophia can move up. Not using Rewind yet. Rewind timing is going to be pretty important for this fight in maximizing your damage output. And when you want to rewind is whenever your Temple Defender can use its attack skill. So I'm not rewinding right now because this guy is still debuffed, but that debuff has just worn off. So now that the debuff has worn off, his defense is back to normal, so I'm going to want to rewind now. So in the meantime though, I'm going to continue to shift characters north to heal up. This opponent. So for this turn, I'm going to want to Tranquility, it looks like. Because I need to guard Liana, who is pretty far off. Right. So let's just have Landius Tranquility here. Next is to have Ch8 move up and heal. So I need to remove all those debuffs that are currently on the elf. Liana can drop a Sky Archer. And the Sky Archer Dispel can get rid of all those remaining debuffs. Remember, 3 debuffs removed. Although it has a very small radius. But there we go. So Temple Defender no longer has any debuffs. And I'm going to... There's no real point in me cleanse attacking here. But I will definitely rewind. Right? Cleanse attack would do nothing when he has no debuffs. No buffs on him. But the rewind will refresh the attack skill of... the Alpha Fire. So I'm going to faction buff up. That way, Temple Defender gets to do full damage for another 2 turns. Three more Scorpios kill themselves and apply 3 buffs on this giant Scorpio. Now at this point, my characters are nearly in their final positions, which would make this easier on me. They're not quite in their final positions yet though. So... to get them to their final positions though, I'm actually going to suicide this Sky Elf, this Sky Archer now. I don't need a main one. Right? It was that one turn where Liana was not in range to dispel debuffs yet that I needed it. Although some players may need it, just as a side note. And I'm simply going to end Liana's turn. I actually made a mistake there. I can't move her up. Regardless though, it's not a fatal mistake, so should be fine. I'm just gonna have characters focus on healing up. Now, right? And Sophia will cleanse attack. Basically all that mistake meant was that Liana could not heal the Sky Elf or act again that turn just now. So what I'm going to use Act Again on in general is actually Sophia, because I want to refresh Rewind as much as possible. So let's end Langrisser's turn. Right. I'm going to have Sophia heal. Liana act again. And this is really the final positioning of characters that I want. Because Landius guards the 2 closest healers that these guys are most likely to attack. Right, so he's in a position to guard them. Tierras is in a position to provide healing light to Landius every turn. Chloe is further away and providing healing in the Aurora Ring when necessary. Liana can act again, my Sophia, constantly. And then Shafiniel is in a position where she can choose to attack the giant Scorpio every turn, with Cleanse or Demolish or whatever. And at this point, now that my characters are in proper positioning, I'm going to be doing the exact same thing every single turn until the end of this battle. However long this fight goes on for, I'm just repeating myself until the fight ends.
ご命令を。
戦いはまだ終わっていない。
And turn.
油断するな。
ご命令を。
Heal.
これが私の信じ
And
る心
dispel.
です。
Debuffs.
そうだ。
Heal and dispel debuffs.
できた。何かお手伝いできることありますか？
Cleanse attack. Remove buffs.
ここは私が。行きますよ。
Heal and heal.
はい。これはあまり使いたくないですよね。
And Mighty Earthquake, so Aurora Ring to start.
ご命令を。心配しなくて大丈夫ですよ。行きますよ。はい、ご指示ください。はい。人、思考、そして
戦いはまだ終わっていない。油断するな。
もう私の番？まだ終わらないよ。はい。これはあまり使いたくないですよね。
Alright. So we're making very good progress. The giant Scorpio is already nearly dead. Fashion stuff up.
ご命令を。何か
Rewind is up.
ご指示くだ
That's
さい。
perfect. So I'm going to cleanse attack.
ご命令を。そうだ。
And have Sophia rewind right after this so that the elf will use its attack
ここ
skill
は
once
私
again.
が。行きますよ。はい。はい。
Now one thing I might want to do right now though is act against the female first,
こう。
just so she
そし
can
て。
faction buff up my
何かお
party.
手伝い。はい。ご指示。
So let's rewind then.
これはあまり使いたくないですわね。
And have
ご指
Shafiniel
示ください。
faction buff.
私が片付けましょう。
Turn 9.
何かお手伝いできることありますか？
Cleanse attack.
はい。
みんなもっと頑張れ。俺に
We
力を
activate
貸し
the
てくれ。
faction buff, I guess.
はい。はい。
heal.
あら気づかないうちにごめんなさいね。はい。
Act again.
人
And Sophia
思考そし
to
て
heal a second time.
そうだ
And everyone else provides healing as well.
心配しなくて大丈夫ですよ。私が皆さんを守ります。これはあまり使いたくないですわね。
And we're nearly done. So the next time the elf uses its attack skill, it's complete. Yeah, this battle does drag on for a bit, but I guess that's how it goes for some of these challenges.
G 心配しなくて大丈夫ですよ。G 行きますよ。はい。これはあまり使いたくないですよね。私が皆さんを守ります。
Hopefully the last turn? I'm pretty sure the elf uses its attack skill this turn.
ごめんなさいね。
Or I hope it does. No, there we go. So, battle complete. And there we have it. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you found this video useful to you. And on that note, Nitro out.